Welcome to Principles of Instructional Design. The practice of creating effective learning content, based on scientific theories, models, and systems. After completing this module, you will be able to apply relevant learning theory, write actionable learning objectives, use the ADDIE model, use learning technologies. Ready? Let's get started. Let's begin with adult learning theory. Malcolm Knowles, a pioneer in adult education, presented 4 principles for teaching adult learners. 1. Learners need to be involved in the planning and evaluation of their training and education. Next, build upon the learner's previous knowledge. 2. The learner's experiences, including past mistakes, should be used as the basis for all activities. Find a relevant link between the learner and the lesson. 3. Learning material must be relevant to the learner's job, personal life, or goals. Make learners the focus. 4. Learning material should be problem-centered, not content-oriented. Section Recap: Adult Learning Theory. 1. Involve learners in the process. 2. Build on the learner's previous knowledge. 3. Make learning relevant to the learner's life and goals. 4. Learning material should be problem-centered. In this section, we will explore the importance of writing strong learning objectives. Well-written learning objectives create a roadmap for learners, for instructors, for establishing goals. Learning objectives are not a list of topics to be covered in a given course. They should be used to provide an overview of skills to be mastered, what is most important, guidelines for assessments. They should describe what learners are expected to know after taking the course, what students need to be able to do after the course, how instructors will observe and measure learner progress. Bloom's taxonomy ensures designers accomplish this goal. Bloom's describes the mental processes used by people when they are learning. These processes can be translated into actionable learning objectives. Let's learn how. Note how actionable objectives are used in the example that follows. Learners are going to study oven baking techniques. Note how the objectives outline the skills to be gained. After this baking lesson, you'll be able to bake pies from scratch, roast meats in the oven, make homemade pizza. Section Recap: Writing learning objectives. Learning objectives tell learners what they will be expected to know. They also tell learners what skills they will gain. Finally, they provide a basis to assess training effectiveness. Now, it's time to begin the next section. In this section, we will explore instructional design models. These provide a step-by-step process for creating effective and measurable course content. There are many different models used by designers. We will examine the ADDIE model, created by Florida State University, FSU, in 1975. It is the most widely used instructional design model in the world, and is easy to use. Let's examine ADDIE's 5 phases. A is for analyze. D is for design. D is for develop. I is for implement. E is for evaluate. When applying the ADDIE model, use each of the following 5 steps to design effective and measurable content. 1. Analysis. A. Understand the needs of the audience you'll be instructing. B. Identify the desired learning outcomes. C. Identify any potential obstacles to learning. D. Evaluate your course delivery options. E. Create timelines for course delivery. The ADDIE model, Step 2. Design. A. Incorporate the use of relevant instructional strategies. B. Write the script. C. Determine what images, video and technologies are needed. D. Complete graphic design plans. E. Incorporate items into a storyboard. The ADDIE model, Step 3. Development. Based upon the script and storyboard, select the technologies you will use, and begin building your course. Video, photos, animation, music and voiceovers are just a few of the elements that make content engaging for learners. The ADDIE model, Step 4. Implementation. A. If facilitator-led, conduct a train-the-trainer session. B. If the course requires the use of special software or technology, arrange for learners to receive training. C. Deploy the course. The ADDIE model, Step 5. Evaluate. A. Observe the sessions to determine if learning materials are effective. B. Make adjustments to course materials when and if dictated by your observations. C. Survey students after the course for valuable insights and information. D. Revise the course, as needed. Now, it's time to begin the final section. In the final section, we will look at how graphic design and learning technologies can provide a basis for designing engaging course content. Let's begin with graphic design. Less is more in graphic design. 1. Avoid using a lot of text on the page. Use links to long reading assignments to keep pages clean and engaging. 2. Avoid fancy fonts and colored text that can lead to eye fatigue or confuse learners. Use them in headers only. 3. Avoid poor quality images. Use big, bold images to get the learner's attention. Instructional technologies. There are many technologies available to today's designers, including animation and motion graphics, interactive video and screencasts, simulations, and gamification. These technologies are easy to learn and improve engagement and retention by bringing curriculum to life. Now that we're ready to conclude this lesson, let's review what we covered. Now that you have completed this module, you can apply adult learning theory, compose actionable learning objectives, use the ADDIE model, incorporate learning technologies. Congratulations for completing this lesson.